All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to our Tonecast. Welcome to those who are watching on YouTube as well. So you saw in the title. So now what? That's hopefully not too clickbaity. We know how we all feel about clickbait titles, but this is a true statement. So now what? What is where have we been in this last few years, and kind of where are we going as a company? So I figured I would jump on here and just kind of give you guys kind of a honest assessment of where we're at, where we're going, and all of that. So I'm very excited to share with you some of the things that I've landed on, and I think I'll try to keep this brief. I did actually record a previous version of this that didn't work out, so I'm gonna see if I can beat the time on that last one. I really just kind of got into the weeds of it, but I'll keep this one a little bit more short and sweet for those wanting an update kind of on where we've been. First off, just appreciate your support. It's been an awesome and wild and crazy journey. Lots of highs, lots of lows, and so that's been super fun for us to get through and just kind of sit at this point that we're at. My wife and I just got back from a trip. If you followed our newsletter and some of the posts that we've made, we took a trip as an early 20th anniversary. So yeah, it's just been a crazy time. We got a chance to reflect back on the journey of Porter, and it's been so intertwined with our marriage. And our kids have only known me as a pickup maker, and we got two sons that are teenagers now. I've got a few more kids that are younger than that, and really just it's just been a wild journey. So we've got some time away, some time to reflect on business and life, and every few years there's a couple changes. Get to these checkpoints, and then you look at, okay, where do we want to go here? Where do we want to go there? And then every probably like, I don't know, it's not like clockwork, but every few years, let's say 5 years or so, there's a bigger checkpoint. There's a bigger point where you say, well, what do we really want to do with this thing? How much longer do we want to do that? What is our next product goals? What is our next whatever? So you're kind of laying it out on the table and just evaluating where everything's at and where it's going. And so flashback a couple years, summer of 23, I think I reached a point where I was wondering, what's next? Not that I was ready to get rid of the business, not that I was ready to just ditch it and move on, but just kind of wondering if maybe I've run my race, as a sole income kind of thing. I mean, I'm really thankful we've been able to support our family so long with this business and survive a lot of things. I think our last big sort of checkpoint, our big massive swing of things was 2020. We did the NAMM show. We really tried to go for it with the guitars, with the pickups, and we know what happened in 2020. And so here we are 5 years later, kind of like, wow, we went through a lot. Excuse me, fighting a little bit of a allergy throat thing, so you're just gonna have to roll with a few coughs here and there. Yeah, we were looking at this whole landscape of everything and thinking, man, it has been just a wild ride. So after some time to think and to reflect, we were kind of thinking, man, what is the next season of Porter Pickups going to look like? So my wife and I have both, been constantly working on other pursuits during the ownership of Porter Pickups, and each of those pursuits has materialized into something significant, and that's been an interesting sort of shift for us as we think, oh, okay, so I'm now involved in worship leading at our church, and my wife, I've been helping her for a couple of years now doing a gardening business. And so we always love creating, we love music, we love being involved in music, and just kind of making different things go. I mean, that's kind of the way our brains are wired, and it's not so much that we think, oh, we're on to the next challenge, but in some ways we really like the variety of life right now. It's chaotic sometimes, but then at other times, man, this is really, really nice to have different pursuits and just to kind of literally grow something from the ground up, kind of like we did with Porter. And so I think we've learned over the years we're wired that way. We like to build and to create things. We still do that within our business, but we're trying new things. And so I've been thinking a lot about just, again, got a son that's a couple years away from leaving the house, and it's just kind of hitting all at once. It's like, man, this is crazy, this journey that we've been on, and just this pursuit, and I'm so thankful for it. And So I think, as I've been just kind of contemplating, where we're at with life and where we'd like to go, I think we're just going to reshape what Porter Pickups is. We're going to reshape the expectations as far as time it's going to take to make the product. We're going to scale back on some of the products that we offer. We're going to streamline a few things. We're going to expand a couple other things. Got some ideas to work with some other companies on some different things. So I'm kind of reformulating maybe what it looks like for this next season, and that is different than it has looked for the last 15 years. And so that's an interesting one for me. It's something that I really haven't kind of fully wrestled with, I guess, if you will. There's a lot of like singular mindset, kind of focusing on this one lane, and now life has more lanes to it, and thankful for that again, because I'm able to pursue other things and chase other passions, but still do this, still provide you guys with pickups. And so my next heart is to really invest in my family and my kids and teach them about business. So they're learning economics, they're learning math, they're learning business and all sorts of things like that right now. And so I'd love to continue to invest in them and teach them about those things through this channel. So kids will come to work and help out and be a part of Porter Pickups, and I'm just really really excited to teach them and to train them. And knowing that they may not stick with this and may not want to do it long term, which is totally fine. But I want to spend these next, however long this next season is, just really investing in them and whatever I've learned, teaching them at a young age to, to maybe avoid some mistakes that I've made and to chase your dreams and chase your passions. So, long story short, that's kind of the way that we're leaning with Porter Pickups, and it's still going to exist. It's just not going to be quite the same in terms of speed of building and all that stuff. We're still trying to keep the product quality high and balance all the things of cost and inventory and all that fun stuff that happens behind the scenes that makes me want to pull my hair out. But now we're moving into this next season, which I'm just really excited to invest in the family and to just give them as many opportunities as I can to learn at a young age, and hopefully they take that with them. And so if you're watching this, my heart for my family and just for anyone else pursuing business is just to go for it, to really just try your ideas. The world probably needs your idea. They might not need all of your ideas, so just keep that in mind. Be willing to kill some ideas when needed, but it's all about the pursuit. I think that most of us would live with regrets if we didn't pursue the things that we're passionate about, and so that's what this whole thing is about. This next season. It's not chasing some sort of weird status in the gear industry. It's not being cool or popular. It's really just trying to invest in my family and teaching them the things and the ways that we do things here, and hopefully that springboards them into whatever they decide to do in life. And so that's my mission as a dad. I care a lot about my family and really want to continue to invest in that. So if you are buying from us, if you're purchasing products from any of our 3 businesses, Porter Pickups, Pickup Winders, or Gatekeeper, that's what it's supporting right now. It's supporting our family. We are a small business, and so we're going to a custom shop type model where everything's going to get done. It just may not be as fast, again, like I mentioned before. So that's my new heart. That's my new vision for this, and kind of balancing it with the crazy rigors of life and going from there. So hope you guys are well. Just wanted to jump on and say, hey, thanks again so much for your support. I'm excited for this new direction, and watch for more updates and news about that as we go. But for now, we'll see you guys later.